Potter's Journal. Okay, this is October 2022. What's going on in the studio today? Well, it is cups. Cups, I'm calling them because they're low. It's a special order. I'm not sure if I got what they want. We'll see if they buy them. But it was fun to try a new shape and form. You could put a cup of soup in there. So, this is, okay, not all that's been going on in the studio. I've been working on a series of face jugs. They, big ones turned out round almost. I'm calling them moon jugs. I wish I had known at the time because I could have made them a lot rounder. They also, actually, though, perceived as smaller. The year before, I think I used less clay. But because they were taller, they looked bigger, and when you make them round, they get shorter. And then I don't generally watch videos in fast motion. I like talkie videos because I will listen as opposed to watching them while I'm sitting at the wheel, glancing up occasionally. But this one I did put in fast motion. It helped me to see what I was doing the same way people in sports would watch replays of what they do. And I'm anxious too now to see some other potters who really know how to make a pot to do it, okay, in fast motion. Not the ones that are just music and entertainment, but people who really know what they're doing. So let me know what you think. Okay, here we go. Speed it up. How about that? We reduced 17 minutes down to about 2. Going back to the last video, you can learn something by watching it both ways, at least for me, since I'm seeing what I'm doing. But what do we do now? 17 minutes down to 2? We'll just have to do some vloggy bits. You know what? I need to get these waxed resist on the bottom. I use the liquid water-based wax. I don't do it on the wheel that's here. I do it on a banding wheel. And this is my dream order here. I always say, why doesn't somebody say, you know what? I'm going to get one of those, or 2 or 3. Make a pie in them and give them as gifts. Well, somebody did that at the farm market. She said, and she asked a few questions, and I guess she could see I was a potter who had made something. I told her my history, that I'm famous for them. They've been on eBay from '92. They're still getting the price that I've got on them now. What was the rest of the story? She said, you know what? I would like 10. So fortunately, I already had them made. They just need to be glazed. So this will keep me busy. You know what, this might give us some time for a couple updates. A few people have asked about our friend Freddie Moretti. The storm bypassed him, and he's been quiet in the comments a bit. He's packing up to move back up here in the north with us. And a friend of mine, not somebody you know from YouTube, who was in the storm, she was very happy to only have 8 inches of water in her house, because people right up the block from her had 8 feet. And another friend of ours from YouTube, Janice the Potter, she was very lucky, being in the eye of the storm, but came out just losing her a tree and the fence that kept her dog Poppy in. Speaking of which, you know what? We've been friends a long time, and I forget who initiated a trade, but I never kept my end of the bargain. And she spotted, you know what, one of my Ralph plates. And I thought, you know what, I should do a Poppy plate. So it was one of the hardest things I ever did, because the one I do with my dog Ralph just comes natural, and I don't even know that it looks like him in the end. It's more a cartoon character of a dog. I'm sorry that when I did go to commercial art school for 1 year and said, oh no, I'm meant to be a crazy artist. So I didn't take a character drawing class. I was above that, but I wish I did now, because I did so many sketches of Poppy. And, you know, how is this going to speak? Is this going to say to her that this is my dog? The way my Ralph plate says, this is my boy Ralph. So we'll see how that turns out, since I want to get it in the mail soon. Since now's the time. They may be out with in that part of the world without power for a long time, that you could use something to brighten your day. I may show you some of the making of that. I took some odd clips. It took months to get the courage to do each phase of the process, to make the plate, to do the drawing, to glaze it, to fire it. So, but I don't want to show the whole plate, because until she gets it, I want to keep some of it, okay, in suspense. And you know what, one more update before I show you the Poppy plate. Okay, not a new hairstyle, but okay, a little bit of radiation cream for some skin cancer that we'll have taken care of here soon. So that's why, yeah, the new hairstyles. And back here behind the wheel, I will put up a link. Here's a piece of Janice's with some really heavy, rough texture, and then the great ways the glaze smoothed it out and ran in between. I do the slipwear thing, but she is the master of the glaze layering and the master of the test tiles. And if you're a Florida YouTube potter, do let us know in the comments how things are for you, if you're okay. Here it all starts in my potter's journal. These are the first ones I did somewhere else were over 1.5 years ago. You know, it's easy on the paper. You can put a star beside the ones that you think are the best. But oh, it's so hard when it comes to the plate. Okay, so stop back and see what's going on in the studio next week.